the firstly try to generate Bodhichitta mind, please everyone. And then today with the great kind mind, then what we are going to study teaching is that the Buddha Shakyamuni, he taught 84,000 categories of the teachings. And if we summarized that, and you can say into two, like Sutayana and authentic yanas, authentic teachings, authentic teachings, I think, authentic teachings. So today belong to the Sutta teachings, and then Sutta teaching, the three Pitakas, sometimes you could say, there's no sum, three Pitaka, and then this is more belongs to the Vinaya teachings. However, the three jewel, the topic of the three jewel is that is like container of the all Buddha's teachings. Actually, there's nothing that existing without within these three jewels. So when we're talking about Dharma, then and that is the real kind of, how you could say, the jewels or antidotes. So any of these teachings from Vinaya to up Ati Yoga, it would have been inside of the Dharma teachings. And that Dharma is very much dependent on the Buddha. And this Dharma is very much dependent on the lineage masters or Sangha brothers and sisters. Without the Sangha brothers and sisters, and today Dharma won't be or not be able to approaching or hear, etc. So therefore, this teaching, the Buddha's word, this teaching is Buddha's word, directly Buddha's word, and foundation of the everything. So such this kind of teaching, when we hear, when we practice, it's the meritory or the merit is really immeasurable. So many of Sutra's teachings, they quote, if someone think of the Buddhadharma, someone really kind of hear of the Buddhadharma Sangha, that merit is something immeasurable. Even the sky is not enough, if this merit has some kind of physical or form. So therefore, I think the merit is very high. So please, everybody have also Bodhichitta mind or generate Bodhichitta mind. And this teaching, the Sutta teaching, the recollection or remember what's called what was that is? Commemoration is generally the name what Buddha taught. Okay? And then Mipham Rinpoche commentary's name is unending auspicious or unexhausting of the auspicious, whatsoever is like Mipham Rinpoche's commentaries, the title name. And then I realized that some of us has this book, but you don't know where you are. That is the thing. So where we stopped, right? And then I think this is the book which that this Tony Doff's. I heard that his book must be very big because it is. So this one someone printed, but the start page number start 167. 167 is the starting of the Jamgön Mipham Rinpoche's commentary. And then from this, and we are already page that we already spoke this first terms, meaning of title is already gone. And then translator's homage is already gone. I think yesterday somebody asked the translators, which means that when this translated into Tibet, and then Tibetan translators, Indian Panditas, and particularly King, he says that we have to have some translator homage, but not any kind of, they have only three different ways to homage. And that makes also knowing this book was translated. Whenever you see the translator's homage, and that this book is not Tibetan people made up, and this book is more authentic, Like today, even Tibetan country is Buddhist, and there's really so many great masters, but still, if we say Indian masters' words, all these four great schools, they have to accept. And inside, masters like Jamgön Rinpoche's words, maybe some Gelupas don't accept. Or some like Tsongkhapa's words, Tsongkhapa is great emanation of the Manjushri too. But, the inside, they are still, is this really true? Where the source, is this source from India or Shakyamuni's teachings like that? So the translation, someone already knew this was the translated from Sanskrit to Tibetan, and then that means we believe this book is very qualified and trustworthy, etc. So, I presentation to all-knowing one is the presentation, the translator's homage. That was already gone. And the meaning of the text, that I think that means the Buddha's, this recollection of the Buddha's, recollection of the three jewels. And that was already gone. And then, I think from this, now, meaning, the actual book should be, I think, this, what's called meaning of the tautology, recollection of the Buddha's good quality. And today we are somewhere here. And then here says, this has three parts of the good quality of the teacher summarized, which sets the best of the detail of these good qualities. Then what? Which is the extensive explanation of the cause and effect involved, and those sessions concluded. Okay, so now first one. The good quality of the teacher summarized, and which sets this basic for the details. Then what? So, okay. And then here, I think, two kind of things, So yesterday, I think we stopped here. Basically, we stopped here. So, in the Tibetan, then thus it is the Buddha, Bhagavat, and down to down to Bhagavat, right? Okay, anyway, in the Tibetan they said thus it is from to Bhagavat. There was not so much. Data Sonji Chamdendis. There's only, I think, three words. Datar. Then Sonji Chamdendis. Datar and Sonji Chamdendi. So Datar means like this, for instance, I think this thus it is. Then Buddha and then Bhagavan. Sonji Chamdendi. So here, then firstly they're talking about this subject is when they talk about something qualities, then you need to say which qualities, who have such qualities. So Dutta Sonji Chamdendi is like you could say first this cup, and then you are talking about quality of the cups, like thin, thick, big, small, etc. So therefore, the word is more like they want to talk about just like the basic of the Buddha, and then afterwards, then they're talking about more, the qualities. They afterwards where they're coming from this